Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and if you're new here, welcome. So today I'm going to be making my first video about tofu. And I really love tofu so much. There's so many things you can do with it. But for this video, I'm going to be showing you 3 different methods of cooking tofu slash kind of how to make it taste good, all the seasonings and spices and sauces I like to put on it. So I hope you guys like this video. I honestly think there's so much to say about tofu and so many different recipes. So I will definitely be making more videos about tofu in the future, but let's get started. I got this tofu from Price Chopper, but you can find it in almost any grocery store. And if you want your tofu crispy, which I will be doing in this video, I would recommend firm or extra firm. Firmer the better. To drain it, what I like to do is just put a slit in it and then drain out the water and then open the rest of the container after. So now I am pressing the tofu, and this is optional. It just gets more of the liquid out. So I've never gotten this brand of tofu before, but it just happened to already be cubed. But I wanted my cubes a little smaller, so I cut them up into more halves. Okay guys, so I'm gonna count these all out, and you guys can play the estimate game if you want to, and then I'll tell you how many there is. So what do you think? Okay, so I'm going to tell you the answer now. It is 60 pieces. Woo! So I divided them into 3 groups so I can have an even amount for each method I am showing you guys. So the first method and recipe flavor, whatever you want to call it, of tofu we are going to make is in the oven, and it's going to be a crispy kind of breaded tofu with some herbs. And like I said, there's so many things you can do with tofu, so if you don't have these seasonings and herbs, you can just use whatever you have at home, because a lot of things can taste good with tofu. I'm going to preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm getting my pan ready, and I also have a baking mat. So for this first one, I'm going to add some cornstarch. The cornstarch is supposed to make it extra crispy. Now I'm adding some flour. Some garlic salt, olive oil, basil, oregano, and last but not least, rosemary. Make sure all of those ingredients are evenly distributed on the tofu. Now I'm going to put them in the oven. 400 degrees around 20 minutes, and you can flip them in between. Same thing for the air fryer, except maybe a little less time. Next, we are going to be trying the air fryer with just a couple mixtures of seasoning and soy sauce. So for this next one, I'm going to start out with putting a little bit of soy sauce on the tofu. Also a little olive oil. I'm going to put some vegan chicken seasoning that I got from Trader Joe's, and also some spike. These are really great seasonings, and it makes it kind of have a chicken taste. That is it. I am going to pop them in the air fryer now. The last method we are going to try is on the skillet on the stovetop. And for that, I'm just going to be using the teriyaki sauce from Trader Joe's. I'm adding some olive oil to the pan before I put the tofu on it. Come on, little buddy. He does not want to go. There we go. Basically, you just let these sit for a while until they start turning golden brown. Then I start to flip them around, and I don't put the teriyaki sauce in until maybe like the last few minutes. Okay, so look at this. Pretty golden brown, looks pretty crispy on that side, so we are going to start flipping it around. I'm going to add the teriyaki sauce. It's going to go pretty fast, so just make sure to start stirring around right after you add it. Woo! It's getting crazy. It looks really yummy. Oh, I probably should have turned down the heat. I'm burning a bit. It's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. We can still cut off the burnt pieces and stuff like that. Unlike I did, remember to turn down the heat before adding the teriyaki sauce. I just took these out and they feel pretty crispy. The air fryer tofu is done. So we have our air fryer tofu and our oven one, and then the skillet one. So sad, they burnt. Let's do a taste test now. The oven one. That tastes really, really good. It is really nice and crispy, had a great flavor. I feel like I could like dip this in marinara sauce or something because it has kind of those Italian type seasonings like oregano, basil, rosemary, and stuff like that. Okay, we're gonna try the air fryer one. Like you would probably expect, the air fryer one kind of tastes like chicken because we did put vegan chicken seasoning on it. It is also pretty crispy, just not as crispy as the oven one, but that could be because we did put flour and cornstarch on the oven one, which does make it crispier. And then the teriyaki one on the stove. Although we did burn it, it is still good. It's probably the least crispiest out of the other two. That could be partly because we kind of added we added liquid to it. The other two just had like seasonings. Well, they had olive oil, but this one we added teriyaki sauce, so it could be partly because of that. But also I think the stove just doesn't make things as crispy as the oven and air fryer, but it's still super good. And I make this type of tofu a lot. So even though there are burnt spots, I know that it's good because I've made it a lot before, but for some reason I forgot to turn down the heat when I put the teriyaki sauce on. I personally do not have a preference. They are all super good. I would recommend all of them. They're also all really different. Like this one is like breaded. This one tastes like chicken. This one tastes kind of sweet because teriyaki sauce. So it really just depends what you're in the mood for and what you like and stuff. But I would totally eat all of these. So good. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you liked this video and learned some more things about tofu. And like I said, I will be posting more videos about tofu because there's so many recipes you can make with tofu and just so many ways you can make tofu and stuff like that. So I will see you in another video. Have a good day, and make sure to subscribe and like this video if you liked it. Bye!